peasants. Now, what we're going to be doing tonight, okay, now, I've seen a couple of videos, we will be going over them entirely. What we're going to be doing tonight is basically a Sunday chicken roast dinner, okay. Now, obviously, it will be done to spectacular Michelin standards, okay. Now, that isn't really particularly in question. What's more in question, yeah, is I need to do the roast potatoes and the parsnip, okay. But that's not going to be the question because I've already done them, so they're cool. So I've boiled them off. So I've done a lot. The problem with a roast dinner, or the secret to a roast dinner, or a chicken roast dinner specifically, is it's all in the prep, okay. Now, I will speculatively state this as I go, okay. I am more pissed than I am stoned, okay. Now, what that means is, because I've only got 2 doobies left, okay, I'm going to have one at least before I go to bed, and one while I watch this video, because I do review my own videos, okay. Now, this is only a fag, so, right, what I mean by that is it could get Larry, yeah. I'm 4 Kronenbourg cans in and 2 Hobgoblin red ones in. They're quite strong. And we've still got a bottle of special shit cider. Okay, so there we go. Now, what we're doing at the moment? Well, at the moment I'm just prepping, yeah. I'm going to do Brussels and carrots. Now, these are going to be cooked at the same time in the same pan. So I'm just going to do a mixture of Brussels and little baby carrots, okay. And that's the last one. Oh bloody hell, that's the last one done. Right, Mrs. Obviously, sheep unit is still lacking in his. So I've just got them in now. There we go. Right. So we just chuck them over there, and they're fine. They can sit there for a bit. Right, this water has had the boiled potatoes boiled in, and the parsnips as well. Okay, they're in the fridge, so that's not really a major problem. I'm going to use that for use this water, so it's going to have a lot of starch in it. Right, okay, first thing to do, celery. Yeah. So we're going to create a trusset because we're going to need to make gravy. Right, really important. Okay. So with gravy, with this, it's literally just cut it in half. There you go. Proper simple. So this is where the source of our gravy is going to come from. I'm looking at there's a little bit of dirt in there, so we'll wash that out as best we can. I'd like to say I have got new lights introduced. Okay, they look to me, from my perspective, a bit of a mess. They might look different on the video. I don't know yet because I haven't actually seen the video. So that's going to be in the future. So I finally got rid of the candles. Now, I like the look of the candles. It was a bit annoying that sadly in these Christmas, and this is actually a bit of a fucking dupey situation really, to be honest with you. Because I went over to, I've got a local Lidl now, and they actually had Christmas lights, but they didn't tell me how much they fucking were. And these were $24.99 of 600 lights. I've gone a bit overboard. To me, it looks a bit of a mess, but it might look okay on camera. I don't know yet. But there's no white lights. It's this yellow, blue, green, and yeah, yellow, blue, green, and red. So, well, what can you do? Right, okay. It would have been nice to have some white lights in there, but you know, whatever. I've got alternative settings for them, but I'm not going to fuck about and do that because I've done that, and this is basically the best sort of setting that I can get, really. So, right, so I've got some celery in there, and now we've got some leek. Right, we're just going to chuck it in. It doesn't matter. It's only for the gravy. I've got a couple of old bits of onion that I've had lying about. I'm just going to cut that up, chuck that in. And some red one. I'm absolutely pissed already, and I've only just started the video. Now I have watched Mr. Red, Mr. the White Wizard popped up. Mr. Dennis, he did pop up on my feed only a couple of hours ago, so I haven't really I've watched it. He done a steak Diane. We will go over that in a minute. So okay, so I've got loads of veg in now. Now I need to whack some fresh onion in there because then 2 bits of onion are like a little bit old. So now I'm going to take the skin off. I do not want any onion skin in the actual gravy itself because the skin of an onion has a lot of tannin in it, and that basically makes the it can depending on how much is in there, make the gravy tart. So you want to try and steer clear away from any form of onion skin in a stock, basically. I refuse to put I mean I've done it before in the past, but I've learnt my lesson. You can taste that tannin and it just makes the back of your throat a bit dry, or it can do because of just the natural molecular structures of the actual fucking situation. So right now we need to get a lot of onion in, so it's going to have a lot of time to break down. But don't forget, even when the chicken's cooked, yeah, we're going to have a lot of resting time on that chicken. Okay, now speaking about the chicken itself, I'm just checking a couple of little bits. I'm checking the water and I'm checking the veg. With the chicken itself, I'm not gonna do anything that major fancy to it. I'm gonna go for literally butter, onion, and mustard. All right. So that's how I'm gonna do it. So I'm just gonna chuck that in now. There we go. You need, now I know everyone's going, oh that's loads of veg you've got in there, Sergeant, because you're the best. Yes, I know that I'm the best. I know that. Right, we've got some baby carrots I'm just going to chuck in. There you go, some of that. Oh, for fuck's sake, just get in there, will ya? Jesus Christ. Right, that is a problem with packaging. You know, not like the olden days where you can go down to like the veg grocer and get like all your veg in a paper bag and everyone's like not thinking about the climate. So, which you haven't really got to think about anyway, that's all bollocks. Right, okay, let's just whack that up. Okie dokie, that's good. Now I'm going to use probably mostly table salt for this. At the moment I'm not going to, because there's something else I want to try out. So obviously the special shop, we're just going to call it the special shop, really. It's got chicken stock pots, but I don't know how good they are. We're talking, I've got some chicken stock of my own, but we're not going to use that tonight. We're going to try these, right? So I normally use Knorr chicken stock pots, but we haven't got any of them, and they don't sell them in the special ultra cheaper special shop, which is not a good thing, to be honest with you. I mean, there are some downsides to this special shop that I've noticed. So mostly there's a lot of like a lot of in-house stuff, which is not a problem at all as long as I can get this. The packaging on this seems quite shit, to be honest with you. I can't see how good this is to get out of the actual thing itself. Not brilliant because I'm losing loads. Yeah, it's not quite as oh, Jesus Christ. God, that is well salty. Jesus Christ. I've just tasted some and it's really salty. So I am arsehole glad I haven't added it. We're not going to need any salt into this at all. This is an absolute travesty. I don't know why there's so much salt in it. And their pots are shit. Jesus Christ. Like, their pots are shocking. So with that that's terrible, isn't it? Fucking hell. Like, they're really crap to get out of, so I'm not going to be buying them again. So, and they're really salty. I'm not even going to salt the chicken. I'm just not going to do it. Because I mean, I might have to give it a light, mate, a touch of salt, maybe, but God, yeah, I'm not buying them again. So what would they get? What would they? So these are Aldi's chicken stock cubes. I mean, they probably will come out okay, but I'm definitely not salting that at all. I'm going to pepper it. I'm going to put some nice pepper in it. So we can do that with pepper now. So when you're doing things like this, you can whack pepper in it. It's things like you're frying and things like that. Now, talking about frying, we are going to get on to the White Wizard's steak. He's done a steak Diane, okay. Okay, I should have had this out already, but I haven't done it, so there we go. Right, nice bit of chicken, it's fine. Okay, first thing I want to do is I want to get an onion, and I'm just going to stuff it with an onion. Right, so I'm not going to do anything too mad. Now, before I stuff it with the onion, okay, there's a little mixture that I need to recreate first. Before we go anywhere near that sort of situation. Right, yeah, so anyway, Mrs. Tracy buggered off on a sort of holiday, on almost like a busman's holiday. So they're travelling in their van up in northern this and shit, all chilly climes and business and fuck that, I can't be arsed. I mean, I went on a journey a couple of years ago to try and get to Jaywick in Essex, and that was even too far for me, and I gave up. I thought I can't be arsed for this. So right, okay, so what we're going to do, so there's Mrs. Tracy now. She's like tapping on Google, where's Jaywick compared to Billericay. So I live in Billericay, which is a lovely little town. The only problem with it is it's a bit too close to London, which means that it won't be that long before we get before we feel the full enrichment of what this government plans to do. So we're going to have to survive that. So I want everyone to realise, I know Mr. Tracy lives in a little tiny village. And sheep units up in the wilds of fucking fuck knows where. Fucking Scotland, isn't it? I mean, fucking hell. He's like dealing with like gusts of winds of 80 miles an hour, fucking sideways rain, hailstones, and that's in the fucking summer, yeah? So, fuck knows what he's dealing with. It's probably a fucking nightmare. It's cold, snowy, shit, all that sort of stuff. So, you know, whatever. Right, okay. I'm only fucking about sheep unit. Right, okay, we're going to get some butter. Plonk that in now. Right, so it's going to be a really quite easy sort of video to do, this is. Especially Sunday dinners, especially when you get it all prepped and ready, like the potatoes and the parsnip, they're all done, mate, right? But I'm going to get some onion powder, if I can get it out, which I can't, so I can now. So, right, onion powder, chuck some of that in. Garlic powder, I'm going to go for some smoked garlic granules as well. I'm going to put all of them in, because I've got no choice, because that's the end of them. There we go. So I'll be interested to see what the actual lights look like. I've got different options on the lights, like I said, but I haven't really implemented them at all. So there we go. I've got a little spoon. I have. There we go. Right, so I'm going to whack in some mustard. Nice. English mustard as well. Right. Okay, so there we go. That's all I'm going to do. Right. I'm going to put in a tiny bit of olive oil, just to compensate the actual butter as well. Because if we're relying solely on butter for the chicken, then we could be looking at a bit of a burn. It could burn. It's got a more tendency to burn. Right. So I'm just going to chuck that in. And I whack it in the microwave.